Lord have mercy. Mm. Lord have mercy. Ooh, child. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. Okay, hello everybody. I'm gonna go ahead on and get started. Welcome to Sharinabelli, guys. My name is Sharon, aka Sharinabelle. Okay, feel free to call me either or. I'll answer to both. Okay. But welcome to Sharinabelli, guys. If you have not subscribed, please think about doing so. Please double tap your screen to thumbs me up. Welcome, 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 everybody. I was just listen. I was just kind of strolling through the social media and saw that CB was live. And when I tapped on her little live, Lord, 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 what is going on? Whew. Y'all, please subscribe to the channel if you've not already done so. Trying to make my way to 3K, guys. With almighty help and yours, I'll make it there. But hey, Miss E.T., how you doing? In the bushes, walking your puppies. Okay, enjoy with them pups. I know that's right. Now, I'm not an animal person, but I do like to look at them from afar. I think that comes from when I was a young girl. I was kind of like traumatized. A dog chased me, and I'm begging, please, Mr. Doggy, don't bite me today, bite me tomorrow. Like I was really going to come back the next day and say, I'm back, you can bite me now. But enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself. Thank you for tuning in. But yeah, I'm over here. I was watching CP, Lord, and this woman is yelling at the windows, screaming, hello, summer, screaming at the walls, jumping off the ceilings, diving into the floors. I'm like, well, what the heck is going on now? What is really happening? So, the title of it, something about, I tried to take some notes, but I didn't do a good job of it. I'm just going to keep it 100. But she said something to the effect of, the title was, uh, MA gave the light skin a pass. Okay? MA gave the light skin one a pass. I'm like, oh my gosh, we back on that. Okay. So, but I must have came in because she's been on live now. It's been about 4 hours now. So I missed a whole heck of a lot of that live. I'm gonna go back at the beginning so I can hear what she had to say about this light skin versus dark skin thing, that she seemed to believe that MA gave a pass to the light skin one and you know. But I don't know how true that is. But anyway, nevertheless, I'm gonna let her have whatever her imagination is saying to her. Cause like I said, she's going through. Whew, she titled it that. But where I came in at, she was, like I said, yelling at the windows, going through the ceilings and making a beehive to the floors. I mean, just stomping on through. I'm like, well, what the heck? She was talking about, I guess I'm putting it together and assuming she's talking about the neighbors. Hi, Jim Rockford. You have a blessed Saturday as well. Thank you. I received that. Thank you. So I'm thinking that CB is talking about her neighbors. She's talking to her neighbors about the drug smells that she says is coming into her apartment and all of that. But I've told her before in past videos, welcome to your life. This is your life. Listen, we get one. We get one life. And it's up to us how we gonna make it through this life. We can't walk around here thinking it's everybody else's job to fix whatever's ailing us in terms of, having groceries, not having groceries, paying bills, not paying bills. We have to show up in our lives. And I don't understand for the life of me why people just can't gravitate towards that. It's always somebody out here want to have a pity party. Woe is me. Woe is me. They ain't treating me right. They ain't doing me right. Well, what are you doing besides filling out an application to get into a housing program? What are you doing to make your situation better? Because for one thing, hollering at the daggone ceilings ain't gonna cut it. Hollering at and jumping through the windows ain't gonna cut it. It's just gonna make you look like the cray cray you saying that you're not. And she's just going off. She's just running it off from one event to another. And I thought she said a couple of weeks ago she was done with YouTube, but she's here and she's still here and she's still like sinking into the floors, jumping off the ceilings, and screaming at the windows. I'm like, what? Hey, Miss B. I'm like, what in the world is going on with CB? CB got to get her life together and stop trying to rely on other people. But you know what? What make it so interesting to me is I seen a little snippet of her other live, and she was outside walking, and she was ever so calm. I didn't see all this roughy dufty, knock the. Oh Lord, I hope it don't freeze up my live. But yeah, I seen her walking. Let me see if it's still moving. Yeah, it's still moving. And I didn't hear no ruckus coming out. Not that I sit there and listen to a lot. So she could have performed while she was outside, but I didn't hear a whole bunch of cray cray going on outside. Then, am I back? I think I'm back. I might. Uh, I think I'm back. I see the numbers are moving. Okay. Yeah, as I was saying, I didn't see when she was walking around outside. I didn't see a lot of you know, hostility coming up out of her. But she inside that apartment, I guess she feels safe that she is just kind of going at it. She done jumped from M.A. giving light skin a pass to her neighbors, how crooked they are, and you know, and trying to wreck her life up, wreck her life. Listen, I know we all got a little something going on, okay? Listen, I'm not immune, I'm not exempt, okay? I have had a life, I've lived a life, been through some things, didn't come out of things unscathed, but I'm trying to get listen, I can't be sitting here pointing the finger at every Tom, Sue, Cray Cray, and Murray. I can't do that. I got to go ahead on and live my life in a way that, trying to make things better for me. I'm not sitting here trying to, make fun of her or pick at her enough. But this woman is operating under some delusion that this is this world's fault that her life is in disarray. When do you supposed to show up and play a part in your life? That's the part I'm not getting. I don't think she thinks that she's supposed to have anything to do with her life. It's up to other people. It's other people's responsibility to show up in her life and make her life as comfortable as possible. It's like she has no part in that. She's supposed. Now, see, I like I said, I done had my fair shares of ups and downs in life, and had things happen to me, and you know, dealt with it and still dealing with it and praying to Almighty that, body and mind will, eventually be okay. But so I'm not trying to sit here and throw stones because I'm in a glass house. So you know, when you live in a glass house, you can't afford to do that. But I can say that this woman is operating under delusion. If she think it's everybody else's job to fix her life, you know, maybe she should look up Ivana, whatever that woman's name. Y'all remember the woman had Ivana fix my life. Well, I'm not saying her name right. Please forgive me, baby. I don't think you'll ever see this live. No way. But I can tell her name up 3 ways from Sunday and 15 ways from Thursday. So listen. But I think y'all got the idea who it is I'm referring to. But I mean, she need to go and kind of put an application in for her to fix her life. Cause it's not everybody. It's not that daggone housing program. You know, I mean, ain't nobody telling her to sit back and not wanting to go and find a job. Hello, Unique Speaks. How are you? How you doing? It's not everybody else's responsibility to fix our life. First, we need. Listen, what works for me may not work for you. I don't know. We all have to find our reason and rhymes, okay? What's going, take us from point A to point B. Hi, is that Taz Angel? Ivon, yes, thank you. That's the name. Thank you. I couldn't pronounce it properly, but yes, that's who I was referring to. Thank you for that. But yeah, that's what she needs to go and try to get an application put in with her and ask her. But even if she go to her, she's still gonna have to show up and play a part. It's your life. It's nobody else's. At what point do you say, okay, I gotta stop sucking on all this sorrow and do the work that need to be done so I can move myself from point A to point B and then make it on back over there to point Z? At what point do we do this? Yeah, we must fix our own lives and no one can live it for us. Exactly. It's exactly what I'm saying. You know? I'm just coming in and don't exactly know what you're talking about, but facts. I'm talking about this content creator who's she's on live right now as we speak. I call her CB. That's not her YouTube channel name. I just don't want no trouble, so I don't put the name out there. But I'm just saying, because I know she's familiar with me, so she might just see this, and I don't know how it's going to make her feel. But it's not about me trying to make her feel nothing. I want her to understand. I want her to, 50 some years old, you're old enough to understand that you have a part to play in your life. You just can't lay back. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my baby brother, okay? A little bit about my baby brother. He was of that same mindset, He would call himself, because he was my mama's last child. He was a baby boy. He would call himself the last of the Mohegan. But my baby brother had an issue. He thought because he was the baby child. Now he's what, in his late 20s, early, no, he's in his 30s. In his 30s. And he was under the assumption that it's everybody else's job to make his world move smoothly. I'm like, wait a minute, baby, I'm going to check you. I'm not your mama, but I'm gonna give you a little dose of reality, okay? Your mama done did what she could do when you was a tot, you know. She didn't did that. Your daddy, he was in and out, so he didn't play a whole lot of parts in your life, but he was in and out. But now that you're 30 plus, you can't be sitting around here still wanting to be sucking on that day, sucking on mama, whatever. And also had an uncle like that. Because I know my uncle got mad with me one time when he came to my house. And I'm sorry, y'all, I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place. I'm always all over the place. Because I be having so much going on, I be wanting to get it all out. Unique said, I'm just coming. Okay, I read that. Hopefully she receives wisdom and be blessed from someone caring. I, She probably won't. But that's okay. That's okay. Cause see, I know that, and I'm a real big believer that Almighty can reach down to the lowest of the low of us and pull us right on up, if it's so our will. If we so, pray and ask for that deliverance or whatever we need. But yeah, my uncle, real quick, had so I'm not. I tell you, when I have stories. I have stories from long ago. Okay, so again, forgive me because I'm fluctuating. I'm going back and forth. I'm just trying to get whatever just jumping in my head. I want to get it out. So because if I don't, I'll forget it. So my uncle got mad one time. He was here in Maryland because that's where I am. I'm in Maryland, and he was here in Maryland. But then it came time that he wanted to go to North Carolina. That's where my grandmother was at for a while, and so he goes to North Carolina because he felt as though, now he was a fully grown man too. He felt as though that people weren't giving him things. He would show up at your door, niece. I'm like, you my uncle. What you got? You got something for me, Daddy? O? I mean, what's the deal here? No, see, I knew he was like a spoiled little brat, my uncle, and my grandmother tried to, do her best to give him, but sometimes she gave him, in my opinion, but that was her child, so it's no judgment here. That's her child. You do what you want to do. But he got upset because when he came to my house and he didn't get what he was looking for, he said he was going back to North Carolina, I guess where his mama was at. And because people don't do him right here in Maryland. I'm like, to the loo, see you later. Right, right, baby, right. I didn't say all of that. I'm just funning a little bit right now. But if there are people, and I'm familiar with those people with that same mindset that CP has. She has this mind that people ought to be making her life comfortable for her. As if to say she ain't got nothing to do with this. But how are you not going to have anything to do with it because it's your life? And that's the part that kind of it amazes me. It really amazes me. And then she's up there, she's fussing out the people that's coming to the chat and everything. Because a lady, I guess, had just joined the chat and didn't know who she was talking. Because I told y'all she was over there howling at the windows, yelling at the ceilings, stomping on the floors. So the lady probably didn't know what was going on. She said, the lady made a comment. She said, well, who's she talking? And so the CB wants to try to take it upon herself to call the lady all kind of, in so many words, dummies and illiterate, messing with the woman's grammar and everything like that. I mean, it was just, and she's still going on. I don't know if y'all can hear it. I have it playing on my tablet, but it's real low. So I don't want nobody coming for me trying to say that I was stealing content or whatever have you. Otherwise, I will go ahead on and play it. But y'all can go and check it out, and see what's going on. She's still there. Um, still 4 hours. It's soon gonna be 5 hours. She done been up here talking about all this mess. I mean, I don't understand it. I guess because I am a person who, listen, I have had help over the years of my life. I'm not even gonna sit here and front that. I have had help um, throughout my life. But I know ultimately, with Almighty's help, it's my job to take care of me. Okay? Almighty is at the head of my life. He's going to always make sure that it goes well for me. But I got to, and I learned this at a young age, you got to take the first step. You take the first step, and he'll take the second. Okay, we just can't sit back and just daydream laying on our back. When is a piece of bread going to drop? It'd be nice if a piece of chicken leg dropped with it. Just let something fall out the sky, off the treetops. Just, I mean, I don't understand this madness. I just don't understand it because, like I said, I have been. Listen, my mama took me to her job when I was a young girl, I think she was trying to teach me something. I know she was trying to teach me something. It ain't no I think in it. She was trying to teach me the work ethic. She says to me, Sharinabelli, you're too young to do X, Y, and Z, but grab that rag, clean down that counter. She needed me to understand how, this thing goes, called life. We got to show up. We got to show up in our own life from time to time, and we can't sit there with our daggone hands behind our back, talking about, oh, I can't move, my arm hurt. Oh, I can't do no, I can't. Can you hand me this? Can you give me that? I just don't understand. And then CB was talking about how people were trying to stop her from getting to 2K subscribers. People, listen. If we not in the algorithm, we just not there. I'm not there, okay? But I'm not sitting around here crying, whining, wish I coulda, woulda, shoulda. Maybe if she stopped freaking out about every little nothing, and just making herself seem like, there's some issues somewhere. Maybe if she would humble herself, you know, mm, I heard it said somewhere, my people suffer from lack of knowledge. My people suffer from lack of knowledge. They don't try to apply things. So all they do is make up things. And if the mess sound good to them, they're gonna run with it. Whether it makes sense or not. But if it sounds good, yeah, I can work with this. I can let me. But she was talking about how she's not getting paid a lot from YouTube. I'm one too. I'm one too. I'm one too. I'm not getting paid. She says she's getting no more than $140 a month. Well, I'm going to tell you, it took me 2 months to get $120 from YouTube, Miss CB. But, I have an outside job. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Almighty. Thank you, Creator. I have an outside job. Maybe, just maybe, you might want to look into getting something that can help add to whatever YouTube is bringing in. So, I've been on my job for 23 years, 23 plus years. And hey, Bell College. And this is what's been, moving me along. I'm not just sitting back here waiting because some months I don't see a pay from YouTube. I don't because I haven't reached that $100 threshold. But I'm going to keep opening up my doors as long as Almighty open up my eyes. I'm going to keep opening up my front door, going out of it and go to work so I can make some money so I can pay some bills and live where I want to live. See, this is the part that she's not catching on to. CB. She's not catching on to that. 50 some years old, and she says, and she can't put it on ailments. I have them too. I have them too. I'm under doctor. I am honestly under doctor's care. But I'm going to get up as long as Almighty open my eyes. I'm going to get up. And as long as he gives me strength in my body, I'm going to move my butt out the door. And as long as he keep on blessing me, I'm going to go to that job. And it's not an easy job. I come to this live all the time, telling the POs how I find enjoyment because I've had a stressful day at work. But, it's part of the day going, pros and cons. It's part of, there's sometimes good days, there's sometimes bad days. Sometimes we got to take the good with the bad or the bad with the good. But we got to go out there and be productive. We just can't sit, hey, Drew, how you doing? We can't just sit. I'm talking about CB, y'all. Over there having a conniption fit, honey. She's all flying off the ceilings, digging all into the floors, jumping all halfway out the window, she started talking about how she gave a light-skinned content creator a pass. In other words, she's not going to strike. I'm like, what? It's a blessing to be able to do for yourself. I know, but there are people, and you are so right, Bell Collie, but there are people, I was just saying, I know people in my own life who has this woman's mindset. Who has this woman mindset? I mean, but the two people that I had, two family members that I had was just telling you about, they have transitioned, so they are no longer here. But I have known people with that mindset, like you need to do for me. You need to bless my life. You need to take care of me. She just over there hollering, ranting, and raving, and somebody came and wanted to know who she was talking about, and I be there, and she didn't turn her anger on to that daggone person who left the comment. I'm like, woman, what is wrong with you? What in the world? She is mad with everybody when fact of the matter is if she would just take a real true minute and think about it, the one that she should be upset with is herself. Welcome to your world, girl. It's what you're making of it. It's what you are making of it, CB. Nobody's doing this to you. Can you please consider that you are the one that's doing it to yourself? I'm talking like this as if she's gonna watch the live. She may not. It doesn't matter. I'm not trying to, berate her or anything like that. But she needs to take a good look. I mean, a real honest look, and see why her life is, as she tell it, is imploding as it is. It's the housing program fault. It's her family's fault. It's the content creators' fault. It's the subscribers' fault. It's the platform fault. Everybody's at fault. But never once do she point the finger back at self and say, self, what have you done for me lately? See, that's too much like, that's dealing with some real stuff that some people just can't do. Just can't do. I'm like, what is wrong with this woman? I wish that woman well. I truly do. I wish everybody well. I truly do. I know I sit up here and we be kiki and a caca, but at the end of the day, at the very end of the day, I wish everybody well. But I know everybody's not going to be well because everybody's not willing to do the work to get there. They just want to stay somewhere stuck on whatever. They want to be sucking on sorrow 24/7. Why? That's not going to move the needle whatsoever. Sucking on sorrow like this. Get your tail up, dust it off, and do what must be done. People have done it for years. I don't care what kind of background you have arisen from. My background was not the shiniest. But I thank God for the family that reared me. I do. They put foundation in me. They put movement in me. They put love in me. You know? And even if they only put one or two things, I'm still going to try to rock and roll. This is only one chance that we get. We don't get two chances. We get one life. And it's up to you what you're going to do with that life. You can't sit around here talking about woe is me every day, all day. This world don't owe you nothing. You owe it to yourself, CB. You owe it to yourself to be kind to yourself. And stop sitting around looking and waiting with your both hands and feet and hung out talking about what have you got for me today. No. If they don't have nothing for you, you go out and get what you need to have. And stop with this darn mess. Because it's ridiculous. It's to the point that it's just ridiculous. CB. Like I said, listen, I'm not sitting here trying to make fun of nobody. No, I'm not. Because like I said, I have had some stuff to go through coming up, okay? Even though I love the family that reared me up, I do. Okay? They gave me a multitude of things, okay? good and bad mixed in between, okay? But that's not going to stop me from doing what I need to do to press on, to bring myself from point A to point B. I have not been unscathed. I have had some things to work out stemming from childhood. I have. You know, I've not been left unscathed, but I'm not going to let that hinder me. I'm not going to sit here and say, well, because Jonathan didn't, or because Frankie didn't, or because Samantha didn't. I'm not going to sit around and be sucking on sorrow 24/7. No, because that's not what's going to pay my bills. That's not what's going to get me from. Listen, I heard it said, and y'all probably will hear me all the time say, I've heard it said, or I've read it somewhere. I heard it said, or read it somewhere. You take one step, Almighty will take two, okay? But you just can't sit there and swallow up just let this world, I mean, because, we go through stuff. We go through stuff. A lot of us have probably went through stuff. But you can't let that stuff stifle you. You can't let that choke the life up out of you. And you can't sit there 50 years later still sucking on that same sorrow, not making no kind of headway in your life. You got to get up and you got to do something. You just do. I'm not upset, I'm not angry, but I'm a little passionate when it comes to certain things. And so if y'all read anything other than passion out of me, I'm sorry, I'm not upset. It's called passion. And this woman, I don't understand why that she's not understanding why her life is not going in the direction she wants it to. Because she's not putting the effort in. She's not putting not one morsel of sweat, nothing. She's not doing nothing but sitting there complaining about what people are smoking. Now, like I say, I seen her doing a live when she was outside. She was walking. I don't know where she was going off to because I only caught a little smidget of it. She was not ranting and raving. So I think she know what she's doing. She ain't gonna go outside and rant and rave with them people because she'll be in MA's position. She'd go back home with them knots that she don't want them knots to be up on that head top. So she didn't do all that ranting and raving outside. She come back home and start yelling at the windows. I'm like, well, what is? That's why that daggone person who was in her chat asked the question, well, who is she talking to? Because wasn't nobody there. But she talking as if some people were there. But I think she was yelling, trying to make the neighbors hear what it is that she's saying. But she don't understand, or she ain't trying to understand that she gonna have to go back outside. And she better hope and pray them daggone neighbors that she was screaming to while she was inside the house, they don't meet her on the corner. You know, I'm like, ooh. She is still ranting and raving and talking about, oh, Lord only knows. It's a lot. It is a lot. I had made some notes. She don't cover up. She said she don't cover up nothing. Gonna let you know. But she's talking to the walls and the ceiling. What? She gonna let you know. But she ain't talking to no people. She talking to the ceilings and the walls and the floors and she just jumping all over the place. She just jumping all over the place. Bell College is I don't listen. I've seen her spaz out before. I have. But I think it done got a tad bit worse. She better watch herself. Because just because she thinks she's safe inside that daggone apartment house, she with them windows and them walls. Them people can meet you up at the corner somewhere, baby. So calm yourself down. Calm yourself. Because folks will catch up with you and like, well, what you got to say now? You outside the comfort of those walls. What you got to say now? You all that tough cookie talking up in the house. But girl, you better be careful, mind your P's and Q's, because see, them people are with. And then she talking about, yeah, it ain't the blacks showing off now. It's the Mexicans. Girl, you better leave them people alone. You best be leaving those folks alone, because listen, those are our distant relatives, whether people realize that or not. They are our distant relatives. And listen, you know how sometimes the so-called black skinhead, they can get low too. So go about your business. Stop yelling and screaming at the windows, at the ceiling, because they probably listening. Talking about the people doing the cooking the drugs, trying to make her sick and all that, baby. I think it's some sickness been going on way before the drug films. I'm just saying. I think that stuff started when you said your mama didn't want you, didn't like you, didn't love you. I think that's where this mess is stemming from. I could be wrong. You put it out there, CB, not me. Ain't nothing I'm dragging up, drumming up, I should say. You put the mess out there. You said your mama was mad because you wasn't a boy. You said that. Didn't like you. Hey, Renee. How you doing? Mm. Woo, Lord have mercy. How you doing today, Renee? So you said that, CB. I'm not making any. I'm doing fine, thank you. I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. I'm not making none of this stuff up, baby. Oh, bless your heart. Thank you. Oh, somebody sent me a ketchup. Thank you, baby. I appreciate that. But yeah, this chick is just flying off the hinges, and it's so sad because it's just a matter of, I mean, yeah, we go through stuff. A whole lot of us done went through stuff, and we're gonna probably go through some more. But the trick is, what you gonna do with it? What you gonna do with it? Have you ever heard the saying? Make the best out of the hand that you've been dealt. You have to. Because if not, this is what's going to be the result. This is what's going to be the result. Up there yelling at the moon, screaming at the daggone clouds, and yelling out them daggone Mexicans. Them people going to be up at the corner waiting. She better shut her mouth and go about her business. That's what she needs to be doing. Because she don't know. She is like, listen, ain't got no fight in you, baby. If you ain't packing nothing, you ain't listening. You is packing, you got to get to it quick with the quick. Because see, some young people, honey, your stuff will be in their hand before you know it. So you better mind your P's and Q's, girl, over there all that day going howling at the moon like that. Get yourself together, go find a job. Then you can go to the daggone neighborhood you want. You don't have to worry about, films taking you out. Because that's what she's trying to make it seem. Somebody trying to take her out. Take a world from her. I'm like, what in the world? Girl. Ooh, child. Oh, my Lord, y'all. I just had to go. I mean, I was through. When I seen her standing there, I was through. And it ain't my business. It's not. But she putting it on social media, so I have a right to talk about it because she putting it out there. So I want to know why she can't fix her mind to understand that she need to show up in her world and do something that she need to do for herself and stop looking. She like this. She like this. Like this. She get up there ranting and raving. I'm hungry. I want to know where the money at. No, they sending no cash. Where the money at? I'm hungry. What? Who does that? Who does that? Girl, I ain't never let nobody run me nothing. Baby, I ain't never let that happen, honey. I told you, if you see me talking the way I talk, it's passion. It ain't never coming to that extreme, baby. Listen, never, ever. Never. Thank you, but never ever will it get to that. Listen, if that was going to happen, sugar, it was going to happen a long time ago with my own family, okay? And so called friends. That ain't never happened. I don't know these people. I don't know these people. I wish them well, however. Just because I don't know you, listen, I don't know the POs, but I care about you. But guess what? I'm not letting the POs send me to, not that you guys do, because I have fun when I come up here with you guys, because I'll be like on the job having a rough day, and y'all guys brighten up my day, make me laugh, bring a smile to my face. Girl, no, no, baby. I'm tougher than what's that called? That stuff called Teflon? Oh baby. You ever heard that saying, it was a commercial, that thing that take a licking and it keeps on ticking. Timex, that's what it was. This one here, oh, I can tell you about some lickings, baby. But I'm gonna keep on ticking. And I'm gonna keep on long as Almighty put breath in my body. I ain't letting nobody, honey baby pudding pie. No baby. No ma'am. Timex. That's what it was. Timex. Takes a licking and keep on ticking. And guess what? Hey. Done took some lickings. And I'm still ticking. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. No, 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 baby. I get passionate about certain things. I do. And it might seem that I'm very emotional or cray cray about the thing, but no, baby. No, it's just passion is what you see. Because I want for, oh my Lord, I wish I can, hmm, I'm just not ready to talk about this thing, but and it has to do with my wishes for people who look like me. It has to do with people, and we have some work to do. We have some serious work to do. Okay? Everybody wasn't raised the same. That's right. I get that. I get that. That's why I say we all have some serious work to do because we were raised differently. I get that. Um I'm not blind to that. You know what I mean? I get that. But we got some heavy duty work to do because we have been hit in the head so severely. And a lot of our people, I'm going to say a lot. Yeah, I'm going to say a lot. I was going to say some. I'm going to say a lot. A lot of our people don't want to hear that, can't believe that, can't digest that. But it's a lot of things that done went down. And not necessarily talking about in a family structure. I'm talking about outside forces. And I won't get into that. Um, Even though God knows I want to. I was having a conversation with my son, well, I know I shared with you guys that he's more science. He does a lot of research. I mean, research all the way back to past biblical times. And him and I, have shared conversations about certain things, mostly, you know, people who look like me. Not that any racist is going on anything, but I so have the hope that some wellness can come back to our community. I mean, wellness of the mind, body, and spirit. So hope, and I'm like, when I was talking with my son, I'll share this little bit, and then I'm gonna go ahead on and get up off of here. Um, I was talking to my son. We were just dialoguing back and forth, and he was sharing with me some of his, his research, um, what he found in his research, and I'm just sitting there in awe of what the young man was saying, and and then that feeling left me being in awe left me too. Um, Excitement came to me. And then after the excitement left me, a wanting jumped on me, okay? A wanting. Um, I wanted so bad because I see and I understand the saying that goes, my people suffer from lack of knowledge. I get that. I get that. That's why we gotta get our minds back one with the creator because we're suffering here. And a lot of us don't even understand to what extreme. A lot of us don't get it. But my son, as he pointed out to me, he said, Ma, he said, can you imagine? Because I wanted enlightenment to take place like yesterday. I needed it today because I've been seeing the stuff that's been going on in our community at home and abroad, and I'm like, Lord, I don't like this. I don't like this, especially if we are considered the creator, chosen ones, So, and I know, and it's okay for some of you out there who probably listening in and probably, where is she going? What is she? It's okay if you don't get what I'm saying. It's all right. I will not be offended if it's okay. Um, Where am I? Until we get serious about our salvation, we ain't going to get well. That's why I'm saying a lot of work has to be done. You're right, Bell College. But my son, he says to me, because even though I know we win in the end, but I wanted the end to be to right now. And my son says to me, Mom, can you imagine the things that were run in the streets? The BLOO that were run in the streets, even more that's running in the streets now. He said, if we all woke up at the same time, because I wanted that. I wanted the people who look like me. Not saying that I didn't want that for other people, but I'm loyal to my people who look like me. I listen. I'm Almighty say I'm supposed to love everybody, so that's what I do. That's what I try to do. But I'm still gonna be. Um, I'm gonna be team my people. I'm gonna be team my people. So I wanted my people to wake up right then, and everybody. And he just said, "Ma, that can't happen that soon that way." He said because it would be a whole bunch of cray really going on if we were to understand what had happened, what took place, the thing that happened to lead us to where we are today. He said that can't happen that soon. I understood. I understood what the young man. My son, he'll be 50. I think he'll be 50 this year. Listen, y'all, I do good to keep up with my own darn age. I can't keep up with nobody else's age. All I know he's 48, 49. What gives me comfort is knowing that Lord Jesus has everything in his hand, the good and the bad. That's true. That's true. But we are we here on this planet for a reason, and that is true. He has everything in his hands. I have to agree with that wholeheartedly. But we have to, like I was just saying about CB, we have roles to play. We didn't just come here just for nothing. There's work to be done. There's work to be done. Listen, somebody told me a long time ago when they was explaining stuff to me, they said, well, listen, girl, if you don't understand right now what I'm saying to you, put it on the shelf. As time go on, it'll become clearer. It'll become clearer. But you're right, Bell College. We Almighty does have everything in his hands. Everything. The creator created the universe, so he has it all work. And he already know how the ending gonna be. But we have roles to play. And that's all I'm trying to say to CB. We have a role to play in this life. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, guys, I think I done came And I just spoke my little passionate piece. And hope I ain't offend nobody, because that's not my intention. But I just had to get off my chest. I just wish that she would just open up her eyes. I don't care which ones. Her natural, well, maybe not. Them spiritual eyes might be best, because just seeing through them natural eyes, you're just gonna keep seeing what somebody is doing to you. Now, if you open up them spiritual eyes, you might see what Almighty God waiting on you. That part, Bell College. I will pass the collection plate around. But guys, no. Like I said, I listen. I get a little passionate. Sometimes I say stuff because I want to get a little kiki, a little caca in there, because I want to make y'all laugh. Y'all make me laugh all the time with some of the things, and it's so appreciated because, especially when I'm at work, and I've had a heavy day, and customers just ain't acting right, co-workers just acting left and woo! I can't wait to get through the POs, and y'all be having me kikiing and caca and laughing. But I just had to come and do this little live, and just hopefully if she see it, I don't know, but I don't know. Just gonna have to keep each other. Well, keep each one of us, whether we like each other or not, just say a prayer for everybody, just for everybody, because, whoo, Lord have mercy, it's rough out here. Well, hello, Boo Boo, too. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. I hope all is well with you and yours. I hope all is well. But I am getting ready to get up out of here. Maybe she'll wake up. I'm hoping and praying that a whole lot of us will. Because, I mean, she's not in that boat alone. But right now, she's the only one that I see howling and screaming at the windows. So, all right, guys. I'm going to go ahead on and get up out of here. Good to see. Good to see you. You as well. How have you been? How have you been, Boo Boo too? How have you been? Thank you, Bell College. You do likewise. I haven't seen Boo Boo too in a minute, and I'm just hoping and praying all is well. Oh. Okay, I don't think she's. I was trying to wait to see if there was going to be a response. But if not, just everybody go in peace, be well, and have a safe weekend. And I don't know, I might go live tomorrow. I'm not sure. We'll see what the YouTube bringing. Because it might be up there acting a mess next. Who knows? Because her little situation is kind of Yogi and Boo Boo. Oh. Okay, guys, I'm up out of here. I will talk to you guys later. All right. Take care. Thanks for coming, everybody. Thank you so very much. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Lord, she don't look good, y'all. She don't look good. She don't look good. She look like, that's sad. That is so sad. But anyway, guys, you said, oh Lord. Did you hear a lot of that? You didn't hear too much of it, did you, Bell College? I was trying not to let too much of it play. But I gotta get up. You heard it? Oh Lord have mercy. Well, it wasn't that long, so what you gonna do? I ain't listen, it is what it is. Bye y'all.